trace back to the source. Stay low-key vigilant. Slash stress, boost unbreakable strength and crystal clarity now. Welcome back to the Boundless Sovereign YouTube channel. Glad to have you here. If this is your first time visiting us, please like and subscribe so we can get our videos out to more people and so you don't miss our next update. Welcome, and this is also our Tao Te Ching series. We are in chapter 52 of the John Minford translation. The book was originally written by Lao Tzu. Without further ado, here's chapter 52, The Mother. All under heaven has a beginning. A mother. To attain the mother, know the children. To return home, leave to the mother. Be safe from peril. Close the apertures. Shut the gate. Suffer and toil no longer. Open the apertures, meddle, and never be safe. To see the small is illumination. To cleave to the soft is strength. Use the light. Return home to illumination, to no harm. This is to practice constancy. And as with our daily tradition, I'll also be reading the River Master's commentary on chapter 52. The beginning is the Tao, mother of all under heaven, of the myriad things. The child knows its mother. She, in turn, knows her child. When the apertures are closed, the eyes see correctly. The gate is the mouth. Let the mouth not utter wrong words. Okay, not utter wrong words. Close the eyes and shut your mouth. You know, I actually just met my neighbor across the street here. He's about to move in to a house that they're building, and he actually came up and introduced himself to me, and he had a lot to say. He kind of talked. We talked for about, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes, I would say. And in that time, I learned a lot about him. I learned about his career. I learned about why he moved. I learned about all the things about his house. I learned about his wife. I learned probably 15 different data points on this gentleman in about 7 minutes. He learned about 2 about me. So what is interesting about that is that sometimes you need to just be quiet and listen. And what you find in I know Chase Hughes talks about this a lot, and also I don't remember his name. It's the guy from Everyday Spy. I don't remember his name, but he talks about how in the guy from Everyday Spy was a former CIA agent. I think Chase Hughes was associated with the CIA too, or he's one of those intelligence agencies. Anyway, so they talk about this, about how the person who's doing the most amount of talking is giving up the most amount of information at a time and is losing power in the situation that they're in. This is an intelligence concept, right? And it's absolutely true. If you can just shut your mouth and listen, open your ears, close your mouth, and let people around you talk, you can learn a lot. You can learn a whole lot about other people, about what they're motivated by. You can learn what they're focused on, what they're afraid of, if you just keep your mouth quiet. So part of this chapter is close the gate. The other is to close the apertures, which is the eyes. So the eyes can betray us the most among the 5 senses. It is probably the most explicit sense we have, the sense of sight. It dominates our day-to-day experience. In fact, I mean, you can literally see something and it will start to create a desire in you. For a man, if you see a beautiful woman, you'll feel a desire. If you see a commercial for a cheeseburger, you're gonna start to crave it. Your mouth might water. You're going to maybe feel hungry, right? If you see a nice cold beer, You're gonna want that beer, right? So all of these things. If you see a house or another object, right? So the eyes betray us all the time. That's why meditation, most times in meditation, I mean, there's walking meditation, which is done with the eyes open, but most meditations are done with the eyes closed. This is to block out the sense of sight. And that sense of sight it can be tough. It can be tough. Once you develop a sense of awareness, this present moment awareness that we talk so often about, you can see things and you can watch the desire rise internally in you. But you can also choose to step back and watch the desire rise and fall like a wave on the ocean. The problem becomes if we don't have that detachment or that perspective that we need to step back and see the ebb and the flow of desire, then we become locked in with that desire. And then we start to attach ourselves to it. And then it becomes an expectation. And if for some reason that desire isn't met, then hence we have suffering. I like this one. Open the apertures, which are the eyes, and never be safe. It's true. It's true. Until you've trained yourself to, again, step back and see the waves on the ocean, the waves of desire, the eyes are going to betray you every time. Every time. To see the small is illumination. And this is, Lao Tzu had talked about this earlier in the book, about this being close to the to basically the small, or close to the ground, essentially, like water, like is close to dirt, right? It's close to it. Water will form around any container you put it in. Water is very malleable, so and that's part of what it's talking about. There's a in the John Minford version, I don't remember what chapter this was in. They talk about this. They have this little. There's this Taoist master, and talking to some common folk person. I want to say it's like a guard or something in a city, and he's describing he's trying to describe the Tao to this person. And it kind of relates to this lowliness of the Tao, and he goes, "Oh, it's this. The Tao is in a blade of grass or something. The Tao is in an ant." And the guard's like, "Oh wow, the Tao is that low. The Tao is that low." In the last line, the last couple lines, the master says, "The Tao is also in piss and shit," and the guard kind of falls silent. Right? He's like. He doesn't even know what to say after that. The Tao is literally in all things. So if you want to align with the Tao, your best bet would be to align with all things. To align with the small things, I should say. All the small things. Little Blink-182 reference. Is illumination. To cleave to the soft is strength. Use the light. Return home to illumination. And home is again in this sense of present moment awareness. It's no harm. This is to practice constancy, and it is constancy because in the back of the present moment, I call it in the back. It's like in that moment of words. Again, this is where words break down because nothing really describes that moment. The only thing I can tell you is it's the moment of true peace where you're not focused on the past, you're not focused on the future, you're not worried about what's happening right now, you're literally just being in the moment. And when you're in that moment, your heart and mind are calm, you're not fiending for something or desiring something, and you're able to just be in the moment. And that peace, I call it peace, feels constant. And it's also the part of you, it's a part of you that feels like it's timeless, it's eternal. It's a feeling. It's the reason why no matter how old you get, you always feel like you're the same age. You don't feel any older. Yeah, maybe your body as you get older hurts or aches in different ways. But if you pay attention to the way you actually feel in your being, you feel the same. At least I do. I feel the same as I did when I was 5, as when I was 17, as when I'm 35 or 45 or 60. I feel the exact same. If this chapter resonated with you, please, again, like and subscribe to the channel to get more of these type of breakdowns of the Tao Te Ching and other faith and wisdom traditions, because we will be breaking down more as we continue on with this channel. Again, this is the Boundless Sovereign YouTube channel. Our intent is to hold up the mirror, and so you can help to see yourself truly align and be whole and one, and to be a positive force for good in the world. This was chapter 52 of the Tao Te Ching. We'll see you in chapter 53 of the Tao Te Ching.